So I am back again. I don't know how to create an intro for this video that doesn't give everything away, because I'm pretty sure people would rather see me make jokes than just flat out explain to you why I find this beyond stupid. The video I'm replying to today is called Race, Cosplay, and Safe Spaces by Fandom Matters. Let's tear it apart limb by limb and spread the remains across the desert, shall we?
No one is telling you that you can't cosplay a person of color as a white person. They're telling you that you shouldn't.
Weather bulletin! It looks like we have a smug alert.
She doesn't even see it. Oh my god, she doesn't even see it.
This is a broad conversation that is stemmed from a specific one that has been taking place on the GeekyCon 2018 Facebook group since yesterday.
Yeah, Facebook is really well known for its deep thinkers. It's deep thinkers like you.
Someone asked if it's okay for white people to cosplay as Hamilton characters, and they were asking if not, why, wanting to hear from all voices, including people of color.
Look at the disgust on her face. The pure disgust that somebody actually asked this question. I feel like this is what's going on in her mind. How dare you, as a white person, want to cosplay outside your race?
Now, this question was met with a ton of white people on the defense saying that you can cosplay as anything if you love the character, as long as you don't do black or brown face.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty reasonable conclusion, but let me guess, you and a bunch of other little butthurt bitches have a problem with it, so we're gonna hear about how it's racist.
And a lot of these white people in this discussion were speaking over the voices of people of color.
Objection!
So here's the thing, I know you guys don't know how text works, but you can't really speak over another person. You can reply to another person, but you can't really speak over their opinion. This is because when somebody types out their opinion, they're typing out their full opinion, and then somebody is disagreeing with that opinion by typing out their full reasoning for disagreeing with that opinion. You see, both cases, both opinions are seen. It's just one opinion makes more sense than the other.
Whenever a person of color tried to come in and say that they didn't agree, that they found this to be racist or problematic, they just kept explaining themselves and why they thought it was okay.
Somebody drop you on your fucking head?
I'm going to show a picture right now of something that I would like to happen a little bit more frequently. See, this is a black guy, and he's cosplaying as a character that is canonly white. I'm guessing that the reason for this is he really enjoys the character. It's not about skin color here, but you people make it to be about skin color when it's not. If it's a character that somebody enjoys, they should be allowed to cosplay as that character. Your restrictive bullshit means that people like this get seen as racist. Do you not see the problem you're actually creating? What is racist and problematic about this issue is that you're trying to defend the idea that a person cannot cosplay outside their race.
Now, some people of color in that conversation also thought that it was okay for white people to cosplay as Hamilton characters.
Those poor ignorant colored folks, they have no idea how the white man is oppressing them by enjoying a colored character. I better make a YouTube video explaining why it's bad.
But several of them were clearly stating that they were uncomfortable with it, at best.
Well, that brings up the question of why. Why are they uncomfortable with the idea of a white person dressing as a character that's canonly black? But I'm sure you're gonna tell us why that's a problematic and a racist thing, right?
Mainly they were saying that it's harmful for white people to cosplay as non-white characters due to representation issues. Now,
Really? Representational issues? But I'm guessing they were okay with Will Smith in Wild Wild West portraying a character that in the Wild West show was canonly white. Or how about this 2014 remake of Annie, where Annie went from being a canonly ginger girl to being a black girl. And Daddy Morebucks went from being canonly a white, bald guy to being a black guy. Now, don't get me wrong, these are some of my favorite remakes, but here's the thing, is that what you're actually doing is you're defending the idea that these movies shouldn't have been made solely because of the actor's race. And I find that a very disturbing notion.
I'm going to break this down a bit further to explain to you why it's not okay.
Is it because it's only racist and problematic if white people do it?
To one, speak over marginalized voices.
How dare they speak over marginalized voices, even though that's exactly what I'm doing by making this video. Because I, as a white person, am not a marginalized voice, but I think I can speak for one.
And two, to choose to cosplay as a person of color when you're a white person and there are just so many white characters you can cosplay as.
Are you stupid or something?
Your lack of self-awareness is shocking.
Now I know I'm white, and this could be taken as me just being another white girl talking over marginalized voices. However, I'm being an ally in this conversation because the other white people in this conversation will not listen to those marginalized voices saying that what they're doing is wrong.
Don't worry, colored folk. I will be your voice. Well, except for you colored folks that disagree with me. You're on your own.
So those of us who are actually listening to marginalized voices just have to keep talking, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, talking right out your ass.
I've spoken to several people of color about this very topic, and I'm here to spread their messages.
No, you're here to satisfy your hero complex by saving the poor offended people and telling the other ones who aren't offended by it to go fuck themselves.
Specifically to the GeekyCon 2018 group of people, if you find that community and that group a safe space, that is great. However, for it to be a true safe space,
it has to be racially divided, right?
We need to remember all of the identities of everyone involved.
Oh my god, I didn't know race was an identity. I identify as a white person.
I would encourage you to look at the Harry Potter Alliance's positive fandom guidelines to give you a good understanding of how to create a safe space, and I will leave that down in the link below.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go read that, because it's probably just as stupid and backhanded as this dumbass video.
When a person of color doesn't feel comfortable when you're doing something they consider racist, you're not creating a safe space.
Because remember, kids, it's only racist if white people do it. On a side note, did you hit your jump cut limit for this video, or was this the point where you just said, fuck it?
And you shouldn't feel attacked if you're told that your viewpoint is problematic. This is something that I've learned to do, and you should learn to do as well, because it makes a safe space for everybody.
Except white people, because white people are the only ones who can have a wrong opinion in this fight. Ah, you adorably backhanded racist moron. Also, I saw those 3 jump cuts in a row, so I'm guessing you didn't hit your jump cut limit for this video, which means that the one with the audio fuck up, instead of fixing that, you just said, fuck it.
You should listen to those calmly telling you why your opinion or your statement is problematic, and you should take that in and readjust your thoughts or your feelings or your opinions on this matter based on the voices that you're not listening to and that you're taught not to listen to.
People that you're taught not to listen to. You mean like how your special snowflake ideology teaches you not to listen to white people, people of color that disagree with you, or in general, anyone that disagrees with you?
We need to change our behaviors when they're upsetting to other human beings and people in our community.
Oh, that jump cut.
Upsetting to other human beings and upsetting to other human beings.
I'm sorry about the remix, but I absolutely will not change my behavior to coddle your fifis. And I'm guessing that a lot of other people aren't gonna change their behavior to coddle your fifis either. I think you should just grow up and learn to accept that people aren't gonna change their behavior just because you cry and whine enough.
It's really quite simple when you break it down and you stop yourself from being affronted immediately.
He's a gunner, Rocco.
If we can all listen to each other and have polite discourse when something is offensive, that's how we create safe fan spaces.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I didn't think fandom safe spaces were an actual thing until one of my friends got trolled by somebody demanding fandom safe spaces for trans people. And then I found this video. So apparently it's an actual thing, it's just really, really, really stupid.
This makes everyone better. This makes our community better. We have to listen to marginalized voices because traditionally we haven't. And it just makes these spaces worse for them. And worse for all of us in the end.
No, what you're doing is causing problems in that community.
Now back to cosplay for a minute. I've never personally cosplayed, but I think it's awesome and I love to see the amazing creations that people come up with. There are a million characters that I could choose to cosplay, but I know to never choose a Hamilton character because it's not for me. I can love Hamilton, I can sing along to the soundtrack in my car, and I can talk about how amazing it is. But I cannot dress up as Angelica Schuyler.
Because the internalized racism that your cult teaches won't let you? Is that why? I'm pretty sure that's why.
Even if I wanted to, because it's not respectful. That musical was made to lift up voices of people of color.
And a white person cosplaying as a character from this musical oppresses colored people how? Like, I'm just trying to understand your fucking logic here because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And not my voice, which hasn't been historically stomped upon.
So one, I'm gonna ask you to stop looking off to the side like an overly dramatic princess, and two, you do realize that women's voices were historically silenced. They're just not anymore. I feel like you need to study fandoms a little less and study history a little bit more.
And if you don't understand this now, I would be happy to have further discussion down in the comments.
You lie! You lie!
If you take issue with anything that I'm saying, I will continue to be an ally and I will continue to fight for marginalized voices.
Translation: if you're white and you disagree with me, you're racist. If you're a colored person and you disagree with me, you have internalized racism. And I will continue to be your ally and continue to explain to people on your behalf why this is a racist thing. I am your white knight. Allow me to protect you because you're incapable of doing it yourself.
And let's have a discourse about it. I invite you to do that.
Thanks for the invitation. I've already sent it along to Undoomed and the Agnostic Plague Doctor.
If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of discussions about fandom topics like this, so if you want to see more of that, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell I will like this video, much less subscribe to you. I will, however, recommend that people go and check out Undoomed's channel and Agnostic Plague Doctor's channel. Links below. Now, I have to go take some painkillers for this pounding headache that I got from listening to this moron for too long. Demon Teddy out.